That down. Let's talk about this, shall we? The Boys Season 4 launching this week. I cannot wait to go back to that world. The world ruled by Vought. The world cruelly kind of in the hand of I almost said the Highlander. Homelander. Maybe that's going to be the twist. Highlander comes out of nowhere. Christopher Lambert as Duncan MacLeod is going to come out of nowhere. And Connor MacLeod, I should say. Duncan's his cousin. Cut off his head. Anyway. Well, on the Fort Eve of The Boys Season 4 coming out, which I cannot wait for. This is absolutely one of my favorite shows on TV. We just found out the encouraging yet heartbreaking news that next season, Season 5, will be the finale. This comes to us from Variety, who write the following. Ahead of the premiere of The Boys Season 4, showrunner Eric Kripke has announced the R-rated Amazon Prime Video superhero series will conclude with its 5th season. He said, The Boys Season 4 premiere week is a good time to announce Season 5, the next season, will be the final season. Kripke said in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, Tuesday, which was accompanied with a screenshot of a redacted copy of the script for the Season 4 finale. Always my plan. I just had to be cagey till I got the final okay from Vought. Thrilled to bring the story to a gory, epic, moist climax.
Jeez.
It's too bad Erin's not here. She would have loved that. Moist climax. Watch Season 4 in 2 days because the end has begun. I remember, as I'm sure many of you guys do, back when The Boys started, The Boys Season 1, and they did not waste a lot of time to let us know what kind of show we were in for. As our main character, I always forget, is it Dewey? Anyway, he's walking down the sidewalk with his girlfriend.
Right.
And all of a sudden, his girlfriend just explodes. Huey, what I say? Dewey. Next, I would have gone for
Dewey,
Louie.
and Louie.
Yeah, Louie would have been my third guess. So Huey's walking down the sidewalk. By the way, the original comic book character of Huey was drawn from Shaun of the Dead's Simon Pegg.
Oh, okay.
Who then later, who is now a little bit too old to play Huey,
Sure.
but he would appear as Huey's dad in the series, which I thought was really cool.
That's a nice little...
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, go look up the actual comics and you'll see that Huey was kind of modeled after Simon Pegg. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But the moment that starts, and he's walking out with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend literally explodes. Blood and gore and guts and everywhere, and the horror of it, and the indifference of the superhero who just did it.
Yeah, he's like, sorry, I'm just late.
Sorry, I gotta go. And just boom, and leaves. That was our introduction to the world of The Boys. And it just got more depraved, more gory, more explicit, dare I say, more filthy as the series progressed. And they never lost that momentum. And they never lost the novelty either, because here's the thing. Well, any idiot with an iPhone camera and a couple of friends and some access to Blender or some 3D technology, you can make something that looks gross, and you can say the F-bomb a lot, and you can put in some nudity and sex. That's easy. There's nothing to that. That's fine. But they managed to take this raunchy shell and wrap it around a truly marvelous, intriguing story with character that raises huge, big questions of morality. And like most good art, they definitely take some political jabs and stuff like that at almost everybody. But the show, like any good art, is an observation of the world we do live in, even though it's being portrayed in this fantastical way in a world with superheroes who fly around and shoot lasers out of their eyes. And like one of my favorite episodes of television in the last 10 years has got to be that one episode, again from season 1, when Highlander and Queen Maeve are on that plane and they're like, we can't save the plane. And we can't save anybody on it because then they'll just talk about our failures and what happened here. And we can't let that happen either. So we're just going to have to let everybody die. And like, I remember watching that and feeling shook. And as the series progresses and progressed through seasons 2 and 3, they never lost that edge. They never lost that ability to make us ask ourselves questions, to pose incredible moral dilemmas, ethical dilemmas, philosophical dilemmas about what do you do in this world where gods walk among us, chief of which being Homelander. And what do you do about him? And then you get the boys with these incredible characters and them going into season 4 now, as the stakes get raised and more and more, this is following along its logical trajectory, right? In its storytelling. Now Homelander's just at the point where he's like, maybe I should just rule the world.
Yeah.
And what do you do? Now, for those of you who are familiar with the source material, with the graphic novels, you have a little bit of an idea, although like most really good shows based on other material, they have definitely taken some liberties and changed some things up. But man, I'll tell you what. And you know what? Normally I'm like, keep a show going. I just love hanging out with these characters. But for the boys, which primarily is following the trajectory of Homelander and Billy Butcher, their story has to have a conclusion. Mm-hmm. And they have to be drawing closer and closer to it because you can't go much further than where they're getting to now. And so although I would normally cry and beg and moan and bitch and begging for more seasons regardless, I think they are headed to their logical conclusion. Now, listen, the world of the boys will continue. We already got a spinoff, Gen V, that's been out there, which is fabulous. We got another spinoff calling The Boys Mexico coming out. So they're going to keep this world, but this story of Billy Butcher and Homelander has got to come to its head, and it feels like they're going to do that with season 5. Hey guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, The Perfect Jean. Guys, are you tired of the rough and rigid jeans crushing your boys? Well, today's sponsor, The Perfect Jean, finally solved all of your denim difficulties. They make great looking, perfect fitting jeans that are as comfortable as sweatpants. The secret? A special denim fabric that is super soft and has the perfect amount of stretch so you can squat, do yoga, or just sit around all day without ever having to take them off. I'm going to admit I was a little bit skeptical because to me, jeans have always been jeans. They're practical, but not always the most comfortable. But I'm telling you guys, it's not an exaggeration. Once I put on these jeans, the Perfect Jean redefined what jeans can be to me. They're the perfect fit, they stretch, they breathe, and again, they're just insanely comfortable. So guys, it's finally time to stop crushing your balls in uncomfortable jeans by going to theperfectjean.nyc/Campea15. Our listeners get 15% off your first order plus free shipping, free returns and free exchanges when you use code Campea15 at checkout. Again, that's 15% off for new customers at theperfectjean.nyc/Campea15 and use the code Campea15. After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support the John Campea Show and tell them we sent you. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Like, are you a little bit saddened like I am that season 5 is going to be the finale, yet undeniably excited that we're about to start season 4? Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show Podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.